Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us on this edition of News 2. I'm Sandra Gumansing, and our top story, government retirees are taking the law into their own hands. A group under the acronym GRUF, they're going through some legal steps to have their concerns be placed on a territorial ballot for citizens to vote on. The territory has been informed that GERS may face insolvency in the near future, and these retirees have come up with an action plan. News 2 Stephanie Brown reports.
The Government Retirees United for Fairness proposed a ballot initiative to have rum cover-over charges be used exclusively to pay GERS annuity payments. The retiree group, also known as GRUF, deliberated over the ballot title via video conference at the Attorney General's office on St. Croix and on St. Thomas.
You're reading the repeal fuss as if that is the initiative. We want to change the law. That's not really the initiative. The initiative is saying we want to fund the pension fund, and if we have to repeal the law, we're going to do it. That's how you know.
The official initiative submittal question and summary proposal to amend sections of Act 7951 were deliberated on.
You're talking about repealing, and then you're talking about funding. The very first requirement was address only one subject matter. So I'm trying to avoid the technicality that we're here trying to do two things on the one initiative.
According to VI law, Virgin Islanders have the right to propose initiatives to enact, amend, or repeal any law.
The amendment word has to make reference that you're amending the act under this reference, as you call it. You're amending that by repealing the section F and something.
The public hearing was the fourth step in the ballot initiative process to become law.
So we're asking two things. We're saying once you've met your obligation to the two rum companies, Diageo and Cruzan, you have, let's say you have $100 left, that we get $50 out of that 100 to go directly to retirees' annuities.
For News 2, I'm Stephanie Shalana Brown.
Department of Justice Attorney General Claude Walker, who is part of the title board, along with the Supervisor of Elections, Ms. Carolyn Fox, and the legislature's legal counsel, Attorney Yvonne Topps, stated that the hearing was a great exercise in democracy. Be sure to count on 2 to keep you updated. In other news, the Virgin Islands Public Services Commission, they extend a warm welcome to their newest associate, Joss Springett Esquire. Now, Attorney Joss Springett's new position is General Counsel to the PSC. Joss graduated from the Thomas M. Cooley Law School in 2009 and received her Bachelor of Arts degree in English from the University of the Virgin Islands in 2000. She has 7 years of legal experience in the private and public sector. Prior to joining the PSC, she served as Assistant Attorney General, Labor, this assigned to the Office of Collective Bargaining. She's a member of the VI Bar Association, the American Bar Association, the VI District Court, and the Third Circuit Court of Appeals. Well, today at the Senate, the Workforce Development, Consumer Affairs, and Culture Committee, they met in Otley Legislative Hall to consider a bill to require water trucks to display their gallon capacity and a bill establishing at-risk and high-risk youth career development. Now, on Thursday, the Rules and Judiciary will be meeting at 10 a.m. on St. Croix to consider a number of bills, including a bill relating to the imprisonment of minors for first-degree murder, Bill number 32-0103, proposed by Senator Samuel Sanas, would amend existing VI laws and adds a person who commits murder in the first degree while under the age of 18 shall be imprisoned for not less than 15 years, but not for life without parole. Be sure to count on 2. We'll have an update. In October of 2016, the governor released a statement informing that the territory would soon be home to 2 first-class horse race tracks. Well, agreement was made with VIGL that operates the Caravel Hotel and Casino in Christiansted to invest $30 million into the expansion and modernization of local horse racing facilities. In December of 2016, members of the 31st Legislature voted in favor of the deal and also voted to allow VIGL to operate video slot machines on both St. Croix and St. Thomas racetracks. Multiple media reports within the last 2 months have shown that senators had accepted campaign donations ranging from $500 to $2,000 from front row associates that have been tied to VIGL. Several senators have shown proof to multiple media outlets that they have returned the campaign contributions. However, the Virgin Islands Department of Justice recently confirmed that they will be investigating campaign donations provided by VIGL. Turning to some crime reports, police are investigating a shooting that left a young woman dead. Here's more from VIPD's Glenn Drake.
On June 21st at approximately 5:25 p.m., citizens in the Clifton Hill area called 911 emergency call center in reference to a discharging of shots. Upon officers' arrival, they discovered an unresponsive female lying on the ground with multiple shots to the body. Medical attendants on the scene declared a 23-year-old female dead on the scene. She was transported to the Wang F. Louis Hospital by morgue attendants. This incident is under investigation by the Criminal Investigations Bureau. Police are asking the community to please call if you have any information on this homicide. Call the CIB at 340-778-2211, Crime Stoppers VI at 1-800-222-TIPS or 911.
There is some activity going on at the cemetery, and it involves removing trees that are deemed dangerous. The crew is removing 9 dead trees and pruning the others to eliminate the dangers of falling limbs to the cemetery's visitors. Agriculture Commissioner Carlos Robles has been working with Public Works, he says, to address the threat of the dead mahogany trees, and we will hear from him next week on this project. Heritage Tree Care is the crew that's working to remove these trees. Here's more.
We have all the latest training and safety techniques on how to bring down trees safely, how to minimize risk to the people working on the trees, and this job has a particular set of difficulties because we're dealing with trees that have been dead for over 15 years. They're very large, as you can you'll see in some of the footage that these trees are very large. We're dealing with a lot of weight. We have to use special ropes and techniques and equipment to be able to take these trees down safely with no harm to any of the people working on them, and also to preserve the grave sites around the trees to make sure that no damage happens during the bringing of these trees down.
Meanwhile, the Virgin Islands Department of Agriculture's Commissioner Carlos Robles wishes to announce that the application period for farmland tax exemption is from June 1st to October 1st. No applications, he says, shall be accepted after the October deadline. That tax incentive program allows qualified farmers to receive up to 95% exemption on land used for agricultural purpose. The objectives of the Farmland Tax Exemption Program pursuant to VI Code Title 33, Section 2342 through 2350 is to provide an incentive for residents to engage in the business of farming, make farming more profitable, and ensure that fresh local agricultural products are available to residents. In order to receive the exemptions, all applicants must meet some basic qualifications. You can call them for some more information. Be sure to contact Audrey Brown at 340-778-0998, extension 228. Well, Via, the premier communications and entertainment provider in the territory, recently received official notification that 2 cable TV channels currently on its lineup, they're being discontinued within the next few weeks. It's the Esquire channel, which is featured in the Variety Pack on Channel 302. That will be discontinued effective June 28th, 2017. Universal HD, which airs on Channel 490, on the expanded package, will cease on July 14th, 2017. Graciela Rivera, who is the Vice President of Sales Operations and Cable TV Services, stated that Via continues to strive to provide quality entertainment, and she explains that on occasion, cable TV programmers decide to cancel a particular channel due to the level of interest, viewership, and other variables. Now, although these 2 channels will no longer be available, they're encouraging viewers to stay tuned to Via for exciting upcoming channel announcements. Well, you know we are in the hurricane season, and Tropical Storm Cindy is slowly churning toward the Gulf Coast. Right now, at least 17 million people are under a tropical storm warning, meaning they could see potentially deadly effects from the storm. Kristen Holmes has the latest.
Flooded streets, rough waves, and high winds, all from Tropical Storm Cindy.
It's going to be rainy, it's going to be wet, it's going to be a miserable couple of days.
In Mississippi, this waterspout caught on camera off the coast, perhaps a sign of what's to come. The National Hurricane Center predicts Cindy can cause torrential downpours, strong storm surge, and some tornadoes.
Prepare for the worst while we hope and pray for the best.
From Texas to Florida, people brace for the storm, in some cases filling sandbags. Emergency crews warn those in the storm's path should make plans now before Cindy strikes.
Don't wait till the last minute so fire service is having to come out in a boat to rescue you. Get out ahead of time. These first responders need to be responding to emergency situations, not things we could have prevented.
We have learned many lessons from many other storms and unfortunately have paid the ultimate price in some instances for not staying vigilant.
In New Orleans, I'm Kristen Holmes.
Keeping our eye on the economy, Wall Street is seeing green over the Golden Arches. Shares of McDonald's are up nearly 27% this year, and its share price hit an all-time high Wednesday. That makes the fast food giant the second best performer on the Dow this year, trailing only Boeing. McDonald's has seen its fortunes improve for the better since Steve Easterbrook became its CEO more than 2 years ago. During his tenure, the Golden Arches unveiled new menu options such as breakfast served all day, as well as using fresh instead of frozen beef for its burgers. McDonald's has also joined forces with Uber Eats on a delivery service. Let's take a look at the numbers there. We can see the Dow down 57, NASDAQ up 45, S&P 500 down just a little. Coming up on News 2, we have much more straight ahead, including some commencement ceremony highlights. That's coming up next. Turning to some Caribbean news, in Dominica, the 2017 graduating class of the Dominica Grammar School, they were advised by the Minister of Education, the Honorable Peter St. Jean, to make some good choices as they go out into the world. Here's some highlights from that ceremony.
We begin with the 2017 graduating class of the Dominica Grammar School, who have been advised to make good choices as they head out into the world of work and higher education. The words of advice came from Minister for Education Peter St. Jean when he addressed the graduation ceremony on Monday.
Whatever choice that you make, I want to call on you to make that choice to enrich your life. Make that choice to ensure that you carve for yourself a future that is bright and filled with hope. Your decisions and your commitment to your own development is paramount. And irrespective of your social circumstances, the choices that you will make ultimately determine how successful or how unsuccessful you will be in achieving the goals that you have set for yourself.
Meantime, feature speaker Deacon Alvin Knight urged students to be wise in their decision-making as it will open opportunities for them.
Now, as a deacon, you expect me most likely to say something about God. What I say in this regard is, always make the wise choice to honor God. Give him thanks in everything, the small as well as the big. Sometimes, you see, we spend our lives looking at the closed window, or rather the closed door, not realizing most times that there is a window that may have opened, a window of opportunity. Or if we're looking at the closed door, not understanding that there is a door that we have opened for us. But because our eyes is so fixed on what is closed, we cannot see to make the wise choice, to take the wise decision.
75 students graduated on Monday, with Sheldon Piper being named Student of the Year, Jujuana Baptist being awarded Salutatorian, and Caleb Tuse the Valedictorian. The 2017 graduation was held under the theme, "You are not a product of your circumstances, you are a product of your decisions."
Continuing with the graduation news right here back at home, St. Croix Central High School's gymnasium was packed to the rafters for the 2017 commencement exercises. There are 244 students in the graduating class there of 2017. Their smiles were big and proud as family members, neighbors, and friends were on hand for one of life's biggest milestones. The top 25 graduates received presidential awards after many words of wisdom were imparted by keynote speaker and Central High School alum Tandy Mandisa Macelia. Here's more.
This may seem cliche, but you guys truly are the future. Pursue it, change it, leave your mark on Central High School, this island, and the world. Never stop reaching, and don't let anyone tell you your dreams are inferior because they aren't theirs. We are resilient because we are Caribs. We are unwavering because we are Caribs. We are cerebral because we are Caribs. And we are indomitable because we are Caribs.
Great job there. Meanwhile, the St. Croix Educational Complex, they showcased 179 graduates from the class of 2017. 159 of the graduates reportedly will be attending college, and 15 of those graduates are scheduled to join the military. The salutatorian of the class was Renella Labadi, and the valedictorian was Amira Mustafa. Here's more.
Throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Ayo, I just like the VA, young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'ma get a scholarship to go college. I probably shouldn't rap, but dang, amazing, astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brain, but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard with every word. I drop knowledge like a shot, and I am not throwing away my shot.
Some great inspirational music there. Well, you have some time to still see it at the Adelita Cancrine Junior High School. They opened their doors to its new live museum, which is highlighting African American and Virgin Islands history. That opened on Wednesday, June 14th on the school's campus. The museum was created by the school's Social Studies Department under the direction of Chairperson Wendy Diaz and the school librarian, Victoria Guanson, in an effort to bring, they say, textbook and classroom lessons to life. Take a look at the exhibits right there. The museum will be open to the public through Friday, June 23rd, for 3 showings daily, 9 a.m., 9:55 a.m., and that's 9 a.m. to 9:55 a.m., 11:55 a.m. to 12:45 p.m., and 1:45 p.m. to 2:45 p.m. The admission is just $1. The two-room exhibit is arranged in chronological order, with the first room depicting Virgin Islands history. Displays include the Middle Passage, Emancipation, 1878 fire burn, the 32nd Legislature, and current government officials. A wall adorned with imagery and a short history of Virgin Islands Tuskegee Airmen. Henry E. Rolson and Herbert Haywood leads into the second room dedicated to African American history, Underground Railroad civil rights movement, and former President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama cover the walls there. Be sure to check it out. Well, are you ready for Noche de San Juan? That is coming up this weekend. It will be held at the Altoona Lagoon in Christiansted on Friday. That's Friday, June 23rd from 5 p.m. until. Be prepared to dance to the sounds of Rumba Caliente from Puerto Rico. Also from On the Mix, DJ Rivera will keep you dancing all night long. And this is being brought to you by the Virgin Islands Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands Puerto Rico Friendship Committee. We will hear more about that on tomorrow's newscast. Well, we heard of Tropical Storm Cindy churning towards the Gulf Coast. Let's see what's happening closer to home for us weather-wise. Your NEWS2 AccuWeather forecast is coming up next.
Will explode with excitement as Cindy Blankets Music Festival 21 kicks off with performances by DJ Ryan, Tennyson John, Lyrical, Voice, Ricardo Drew, Ultimate Rejects, Square One, King This and That, King Craig, King Mighty Chalk Dust, Ruckus H.E., Stanix, LAX and Ketty, Shana, I Got You Sweet, to bring it all down, the Road Match Champions, Grand Masters will be going head to head with the sweetest band in the world, Small Axe, in an epic band clash. Cost for all this just $100 easy. So follow your heart to the Warner Bronx Stadium on Thursday, 22nd June for an experience like no other.
We're going to see just a small uptick as far as showers here for the next couple days. Taking a look right now at our radar and satellite. Those milky skies we had yesterday have now pushed off to the west with Tropical Storm Brett, which has now essentially fallen apart. But taking a closer look, we see mostly sunny skies for us here at the islands. Couple showers moving across Puerto Rico, and for tonight it's going to remain dry, partly cloudy skies with a low temperature of 80 degrees. Tomorrow St. John is going to warm up to 91 degrees, and again a couple showers, very brief, passing through. St. Thomas, same story, 91 degrees, mainly sunny skies. And in St. Croix, just a bit cooler, 88 degrees here with a few showers in spots. Now we do have a small craft use caution out there because the winds are 10 to 15 knots and the waves are 3 to 5 feet, so a bit choppy out there. So just be careful if you're fishing or if you're out there in the ocean swimming. Same story for the Caribbean side. We want you to use some caution out there, and the waves 3 to 5 feet and the winds out of the east from 10 to 15 knots. Taking a look at this 5-day, well, through Saturday, just an uptick in showers, 91 degrees, but then on Sunday evening, expect more frequent showers as a tropical wave approaches the island. That will continue through Monday. A couple more clouds as well. But look at the temperatures. They're actually up by 1 degree, 92 for the high. The lows on Sunday at 81 and then on Monday at 80 degrees. And again, just with an uptick of showers there for the weekend. Back to you, Sandy.
Okay, so keep the umbrellas handy. Cristino Gonzalez, second grader, shares this picture, looking to relax and unwind this weekend to do some fishing. Cristino, I know a lot of people are planning that. Send us your news to weather picture to the address on the screen and tune in to see it right here. That is all for this edition. We'd like to thank you for joining us for all the latest. I'm Sandra Gumansi. Have a wonderful evening.